beautiful people, it's me, Josey Sharelle, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a wig install. We're going to be doing a very beginner friendly makeup routine. For me, this took about not even an hour to film, so it'll be even easier for you all at home. And let me know what you think about this look. I wanted to do something that was very minimal, very transfer proof, as you can see. Yeah. Very transfer proof, very simple, not a whole plethora of products. I mixed some prestige brands with some drugstore and beauty supply brands, so you can kind of have the best of both worlds. But yeah, this tutorial is going to be very beginner friendly. And then our hair today is going to be the Sensationnel Butter Lace Unit 20. This is in the color Chocolate Balayage. I won't keep this intro too long. Please subscribe and support, and I thank you guys so much for tuning in. So let's go ahead and jump into today's video. So jumping right into today's video, I want to give you all a life update as we follow along and install this unit and do some very friendly makeup, beginner friendly. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've filmed a video. It's been a while since I've edited. It's been a while since I've recorded a voiceover. And sometimes breaks are necessary. I tried to get on my camera and film. I filmed so many videos that you guys haven't seen. But I just was not in the best state of mind after losing my sister. It did stumble me. It did kind of erode the confidence and the courage that I had to get on this channel and believe in myself and have faith in the Lord. But if it wasn't for Jesus Christ himself, I would not be here filming. And I feel like I have been restored in a way that only he can provide. And although I've been absent, although I've been grieving, although I've been, full of anxiety and depression, it feels like a breath of living water. It feels like a breath of revival to be able to come on this channel again without a heavy heart, and with so much gratitude for God, so much gratitude for the people in my life who have stood by me and supported me through one of the darkest times in my life, and also extremely grateful for the platform that God has given me on this channel. Even if it's 1,000 people, I don't think you guys know how hard I've worked for the amount of subscribers that are here on this channel. And 1,000 people might not seem like a lot for the next content creator, but for me, I am grateful for every single one of you. You guys have encouraged me to continue to give it my best shot, continue to thank God even in my darkest hour, and not give up on the gifts of creation that He's given me. Because whether you know it or not, being able to film and create and do my makeup and cook food and share my life is such a gift from God, and it's such a blessing to be able to stand in this position, to be able to do so. So that's a little update of kind of where I'm at mentally. And as you can see, this is what the unit is looking like. Honorable mention for the Bellatique Extreme Hold Lace Spray. There is absolutely nothing left in that can now, but I would say please pick that up. So we're going to go ahead and go in with our makeup. This is a nice beginner-friendly look. I'm going in with this L'Oreal primer, and I really love this stuff. I've been using it every single time I do my makeup now because it helps take away the dullness of my skin and preps it with some color correcting niacinamide and gets my skin looking nice and glowy, ready for my foundation. So as you can see, I'm going to be going in with my brow glue after just fluffing out my brows with a spoolie, and this is going to really help keep my brow hairs in place. I'm going to go in with this palette here by Juvia's Place, and you can see that it is completely worn down. This is one of my favorite palettes to use, and I just like going in with this darker cocoa color to fill in my brows. It's almost like a nice rich ebony color. It's not black, but it's definitely not like a noticeable brown. And I love being able to use eyeshadow for different things when I'm low on products. So I've been using the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. This is my absolute favorite foundation right now. I love that a little bit goes a long way. I love that the coverage is 100%, full coverage. However, it is super nice and light, and you do not need a lot at all. So I always start with a little bit on my cheeks where I have the most hyperpigmentation, going around my mouth there, where I have more hyperpigmentation, and really just, building the coverage as I go so that way I'm not overusing this product. Now that I've concluded doing my foundation, I am going to go in with this L'Oreal True Match concealer, and I was trying to use it to contour, and this is definitely not my shade for contouring, but do not don't make my mistakes. Go in with a few shades darker, but I will be fixing that soon. And then I'm going to go in with the Born This Way concealer. And I also really love this product. I underestimated using prestige brand concealers. And you guys, the amount of creasing that I had before compared to switching out my products and, refining my technique a bit, it has really, really helped me to minimize the amount of creasing under my eyes. And I really love this concealer. So you see me here using it under my brows to carve out the shape. So most of the products I've used in my former videos have been from the drugstore or beauty supply, or even the more affordable area in Ulta. But I've been really liking some of the prestige brands. Some I've taken back, others I've kept and bought more of. So let me know what favorite products you guys like to use in the comments down below. And also let me know if you prefer prestige brands or drugstore brands. But I would say if you are a beginner, do not worry about picking up the more expensive products right away. You really want to nail down technique first. Technique is going to be everything. You can get a flawless, amazing beat with very affordable products. So I like to keep my old videos up so you can see the mistakes that I've made in the past and how my techniques have changed over time. And feel free to go to my playlist where I have a lot of makeup and beauty videos out there, and also let me know in the comments down below what your favorite products are. So I'm taking a beauty blender and buffing out the edges of my concealer. That way everything stays in place. I don't really want my concealer to move too far away from where it has been placed. Next, I'm using a nice precise brush to carve out the top of my eyebrows with foundation. And you really want to use foundation instead of concealer for the top to eliminate any halo brow. There's a little bit of concealer left on my brush there, but I am going to be blending everything out so everything looks seamless and smooth as it should be. And if you see me giggling or talking in the video, it's either that I was on the phone or my best friend was talking to me in the room. But next, you see me setting all of my liquids with my Morph setting spray. I love this stuff. And setting all my liquids has really helped get that transfer proof makeup. So the three powders you see me using here is what we're going to be using today to bake everything in. We're going to go in with that infallible, foundation powder, pressed foundation powder, and setting my cheeks with it. I really like this stuff. This is one of those drugstore friendly makeup staples that everyone should be using, is a pressed foundation powder to set everything in. And then I'm taking that wet concealer brush, just making sure everything under my eyes is nice and blended, and then going in with that Huda Beauty in the shade Blondie. And I'm going in with a very light hand, a very light pass. On each side, you can see me removing any excess powder because this first layer, you want it to be nice and light. And then we will bake soon after. Little bit on the bridge of my nose, and I'm gonna let that sit. This is another pressed foundation powder. It's the Maybelline Fit Me, and I'm just gonna go over that light layer with this pressed powder because this is really gonna help with creasing and giving you a nice filter-like blurred effect under the eye. I press the access on my forehead, and then we're going to go in and bake. Now I'm using more of my Huda Beauty in the shade Blondie here, and after that first layer has set for a minute, we'll let this second layer really kind of bake into the skin. So I'm making sure that I'm placing it exactly where I want it. And then we're going to go in with a light pass with the same powder over our eyelids. So here I'm just doing a nice light pass over my jawline, and we're going to then begin to dust off all the excess powder from baking. But you can see I'm going to leave the inner corners for last. I'm actually going to go ahead and do my eyeshadow first. And for my shadow, I'm going to be using my bronzer, Mocha Mommy. And this stuff is so amazing. It's one of those products I put off on buying, but the moment that I got it, I use it every single time I do my makeup. So this is great for bronzing, and it's also great if you want a nice natural lid. I really like using this for my eyelids for eyeshadow, as well as bronzer, because it just gives a nice cohesive look. And then I go in with more of my pressed foundation powder to smooth everything out. So after I'm done with my eyeshadow, I'm pressing all of that powder in, before I swipe it away, but I really want to make sure I'm pressing it in to where I placed it, and then we will gently swipe it away. So here I'm going to be using a bronzer brush and gently bronzing near my cheekbones to really give me that sun-kissed look. Even though I feel like my entire body is sun-kissed. But this just really helps you build a nice contour and gives your makeup more depth. I can't even say that word. Depth. And we're going to be going in and using that same shade to contour my nose a bit. I try not to do too heavy on the contour for my nose, just because I already have a kind of a small nose, but I definitely love using this for my contour. I've also been using eyeliner lately because I haven't been wearing false lashes for a while. I think that false lashes just took up too much time in the mornings when I want to do a nice, quick, simple makeup routine. And so I'm just going to go in with some eyeliner so my eyes still have a nice pop to them, and then I'll be going in with mascara at the end. But here I'm going to be using some L'Oreal blush, and this blush is just the perfect shade for me. I think that finding blush for my skin tone has been a challenge, but I really love how pink and light. It's not too light, it's not too dark, it's just the right shade, and it's almost like a pinkish plum color. We're going to be using the Revolution Super Fix Holding Spray to lock in our makeup and make sure that everything is transfer proof, like I showed you at the beginning of the video. And if you plan on being outside, go ahead and top it off with the Revolution Infinite Spray for an extreme hold. Now, this is not an honorable mention. This is a Beauty Supply Auto Lip pencil, and it is not my favorite, so I wouldn't really recommend it. I couldn't find my Huda Beauty. It was in one of my purses, and I couldn't find it, but I did find the lip gloss from Huda Beauty. This is the Faux Filler Lip Gloss. This doesn't leave any nasty white residue on my lips. I have sensitive skin on my lips. My lips get dry easily. They like to peel, so I love products that do not give me any trouble when it comes to my lips. Lastly, I'm using some mascara from the beauty supply store. I definitely need some recommendations on a great mascara brand. And then I'm going to be brushing out my hair. And this is the look for today. I really hope that you all enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for the support that you guys give me. I hope that you all stay blessed and peace be with you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.